Bank Stadium, just off the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, a good battle in the AFC North. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Baltimore Ravens.
Please welcome your 2026 Baltimore Ravens.
Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, set to get this one started. Off we go here in the Inner Harbor. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
We had a chance to see him out on the field early in pregame, and I thought he looked really sharp. I thought he looked focused. We had a chance to talk to him earlier in the week, and he's excited for this opportunity today. He thinks he's got a chance to lead this offense and have a lot of success, and ultimately the number one goal is to come out with a victory.
On the ground, it's Brown. And he's going to be stopped up at the line to begin this ball game.
Anytime the running back is forced to chop his feet in the background and never get to top speed, you know that play's not going anywhere. That's exactly what the defense was able to force here by getting penetration. Great job there, stopping this play before he had a chance to even get started.
They'll look to throw. And they'll get about 8 out of that one, but still a little work to do now on third down.
A gain of 9 brings up third down.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. And he's going to have the first down. It is a gain of 6. Good conversion on third down.
And the Browns first down. A gain of 7.
Nothing a quarterback loves more, Mike, than being able to pick up a first down without being forced to push the ball downfield and force it past the line to gain. He settles for the underneath check down. He's confident that his receiver is going to pick up the rest after the catch.
And they bring him down, but not until he crosses midfield. Call it a gain of 13. First down, Cleveland.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved. And we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan, but if this is a sign of things to come, he could be in store for a big game.
Quick throw, taken in.
Rams pass complete to number 80. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 43-yard line.
From the 43, it's 2nd and 3. A carry here for Brown. Strong running there. He brings this down inside the 25.
It's a gain of
20-yard pickup there. It's a Browns first down.
1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
The biggest element on a lot of these explosive runs, Mike, is can the running back make the first guy miss? That's exactly what he was able to do here, and it led to a big game.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Blitz coming, he'll throw it. That's caught left side by Cooper. And he'll be out of bounds. A pickup, though, of 6.
Out of bounds at the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They'll work now on 2nd and 4. They run with Kelly. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal. He's able to take it inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
A gain of 9 yards. That's good for a Browns
I think this second down call, Mike, they were hoping that at worst they had themselves set up for a third down and short. But there's no need for third down. He was able to get enough on second, and they get a fresh set of downs.
He'll look to throw. He's going to keep it himself.
First and goal. The quarterback thinks he's got a shot to take this one in himself. I think he's just a little late in his reaction and decision to turn into a runner. Defense has just enough time to get there. They stop him short of the end zone. Second and goal.
From the 1, second and goal. They'll try to run this one in. Trying to find a crease in that mass of humanity, but he's going to come up short.
I give that defense all the credit in the world there, Mike. And offensively, you find yourself first and goal from the 1. You have to find a way to get that last yard and put the ball in the end zone. There's no excuses to miss a touchdown here.
He's going to try to do this himself. And no signal. Didn't look like he got there. He did not. And now the tension mounts. Fourth and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. And this will pay off. It is caught. Touchdown, Browns.
Touchdown, Cleveland.
And they get the first points of the game. What a way to start it, Greg. You get the ball. It's what you want to do. Settle into this game on top 6-0.
Mike, how often do we have coaches tell us the importance of playing with the lead? Well, they come take the ball right away on the first drive, all the way down there and strike first. And now the rest of the way, let's see how it plays out.
Now, the extra point. The kick is good. And the Browns will take a 7-0 lead.
Ravens, nothing.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. This taken at the 5. He's across the 20 to the 21. That's where the drive will begin. The Ravens offense taking the field for the first time. Leading this offense, their veteran quarterback.
He spent a lot of time, Mike, over these last couple days speaking to the media, and the thing that jumped out to me was just how confident he was in his team's preparation ahead of today's game. Now, only time will tell or not whether it makes a difference, but if his confidence is any indication of how they're going to perform, this could be a tough team to beat.
Play action now. Jackson. Now he'll swing it out to his fullback. They'll get about 4 here as he is taken down.
Number 44. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 26-yard line.
So, from the 26-yard line, here is 2nd and 5. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it.
A 7-yard gain. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
So it'll be 1st and 10. They'll scrimmage at the 33. In motion is Aguilar. Here's a first carry for their running back. Yeah! He's inside the 35. And he will go all the way. Touchdown, Ravens. Good-looking rushing touchdown there. Offensive line does its job. That back taking off to the end zone for the touchdown.
Mike, you're exactly right. He might get credit in the box score for that long rushing touchdown, but it was the big guys up front who were able to make that play possible.
Extra point attempt still to come. He gets it to go, and the Ravens come right back to tie it at 7. Now, after that last play, we have an injured Raven. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This is going to be taken in at the 3. They get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Browns offense ready to possess the football for the second time. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Right away, they'll set up to throw. That's into the hands of Judy on the right side. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Now it's Kelly. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down.
A gain of a yard brings up 3rd.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
And now this brings up a tough situation, Mike, because even if they were going to consider going for it on 4th down, how do you do so when you couldn't even manage to get a few inches on 3rd down? Disappointing result for them on that play.
They'll run the sneak, and he's going to have the Browns 1st down as he pushes forward for a couple on 4th and inches.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
Here's the run with Kelly. He's taken down, but just shy of midfield. 14 on the pickup. 1st down, Cleveland.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, his offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds. It was actually a really nice play design. I just don't love the execution. So with this RPO, what you're hoping is you can hold that extra defender near the line of scrimmage, and it allows your guy to kind of leak out behind them, but just didn't look like the timing and that everyone was on the same page, and ends up kind of being a wasted down.
And Not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
You could just see the frustration on the running back's face as he's getting helped up off the ground. Like, there was just nowhere to go from the moment he was handed the ball. Give credit to the defense. Great job.
3rd and 10. Back to throw. That's out wide for Kelly. It's a gain of 10 yards. It's a Browns first down.
Gain of 10 yards. That's another Browns first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
This is the age-old dilemma that defensive coordinators go back and forth on. Is the best pass defense to send more big bodies at the quarterback and get the ball out of his hand? Or is it to really pack your back end, Mike, with more defensive backs and more guys that can guard space? In this case, they got a lot of defensive backs on the field. Quarterback has a lot of time to find the open zone and leads to a big play.
2nd and 10. Running, Kelly. Trying to find someplace to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
It's so easy for us up here in the booth, Mike, to say, hey, that's the wrong read. He's got to pull that and take it to the outside. But I promise you, it happens so fast, and these defensive players have gotten so good at giving false indicators. Sometimes it's hard for the quarterback to know, should I give it or should I pull it?
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. Remember, he had the touchdown on the opening drive, and here on drive 2, he gets a first down with that catch.
23-yard line.
3rd down is when we see so many tight ends around the league really make their money. They operate in the middle of the field. They're a big, easy target for the quarterback, and even if they are covered, Mike, they're not really ever covered.
Up the middle they go. He's to the 10. And he's in! Luke McCaffrey. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Touchdown, Browns.
Just a great way to finish off a drive, and it was something they thought they had a matchup advantage all week long, was in the ground game. And you can see here, they executed at the offensive line. He got some nice blocks downfield from his wide receivers and tight ends, and he was able to do the rest.
Hopkins now to tack on the extra point. He knocks it through, and the Browns will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Ravens 7.
Here's Hopkins now after the touchdown. He'll boot this one away. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to take over for their second possession. Now it's a bootleg with Jackson. That's caught by Ali.
Pre-snap, the quarterback really liked this man matchup on his running back. He's thinking the speed of the back in the flat can run away from that defender. So give him a lot of credit. The speed and awareness to keep up with him and bring him down for no gain.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
Quarterback's trying to give his big tight end a chance to go up and use that large catch radius. Unable to connect. Little letdown here for the tight end community, Mike.
Here's a 3rd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A throw on the move is caught. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down. One quarter in the books. 14-7 is our score. We'll be back in Baltimore after this. Special teams out to the field, ready for this punt. But he cannot get away. Great job down there to hold him to a short return. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Pickup of 3.
He's brought down at the 37-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd down and 6. They're going to motion the tight end over here. On play action, he'll set up to throw, and they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple, and it sets up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
We'll try to get this one on the ground.
He's brought down at the 42-yard line. A gain of 3. It's 4th down.
No move for the punt team. The offense staying out there for 4th down. They'll try to sneak it here, and he's going to pick up the Browns' 1st down. They find a way to keep the drive going with the 4th down conversion.
1st and 10.
Mike, I think the way we've seen the NFL going these past couple years is I think all these quarterbacks, they love when the call comes in for the sideline for quarterback sneak. Hey, coach, put the game on my shoulders. With this offensive line, I'm going to pick up this 1st down, and that's exactly what they did.
That one out in front of his big target. They cannot connect, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. On the RPO, quickly in the hands of Cooper. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that 1st down. And they'll try to convert it on 3rd down. They'll try to pick this up with the jet sweep. This will not do the trick. They've stopped him behind the line. Fourth down coming up.
Looking to create a little spark here on third down. They go to the jet sweep. It can tend to be a little bit of an all-or-nothing type play, and when the defense sniffs it out, you make yourself susceptible to a loss, just like we saw here.
The Browns getting their punting team out there. And this is going to pin them back. It's out of bounds inside the 10. The Ravens offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. Nothing more.
At some point, the offensive line cannot just be dependent on the perfect play call. Somebody has to win. Somebody has to distort the defense and create some space for the running back to run. In this case, nobody could win. Stop for no gain.
In motion is Aguilar. On play action, here's Jackson. Oh, that is out of his reach, overshooting him on the deep ball. Incomplete.
And this is the tricky element of these deep balls, Mike. You want to hit the guy in stride. You want the touchdown. You want the beautiful highlight play. But sometimes you're better off underthrowing a receiver than you are overthrowing them, because as we see time and time again throughout the league, an underthrown deep ball, more times than not, leads to a pass interference call.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
Well, after that incompletion, probably going to put an end to this drive, but what it does now is the opponent now has a chance to increase their lead, because now they're going to steal an extra possession before we go to the halftime break.
So it's fourth down. They'll call on the punt team as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. A fair catch called for and taken out beyond the 45-yard line. Browns offense and their running back set to go once more. They'll begin with terrific starting field position. It gets going with 1st and 10. Brown. He'll try to get back to the line, but it's not happening. Gonna lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
2nd and 11. He'll drop to throw. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
Down and 11.
They'll throw out of the gun. That is knocked away downfield. Incomplete. He made sure not to let the receiver get behind him. 3rd down stop sets up 4th down.
And you don't earn the reputation this guy has, Mike, without having some really elite ball skills at your disposal. I mean, he's universally considered one of the best corners in the entire league, and when he makes plays like this, it's pretty easy to see why.
That's going to be out of bounds, no return. And the drive's going to start from just inside the 20-yard line. The Ravens offense ready to come back out for this next possession. A tight end in motion now. On first down, they'll start the drive with Henry. And he's got this up close to the 35-yard line. That's the way to get started, a pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
You know, we spend a lot of time praising the running backs, and deservingly so. But oftentimes, it's a combination of the scheme and the big guys up front who make it work, and that's exactly what we saw here on the big pickup.
And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 41. A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
From the 41, here's 2nd down and 3. Now, Jackson. Throw, left side, caught by Andrews. And it'll be a short pickup. That's not enough for the first down.
Pickup brings up 3rd and 1.
3rd and a yard. They'll go with the sneak, and he will have the Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. Didn't get it by much, but yes, they do get the conversion on 3rd and 1.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
He'll try the right side this time, and he'll get back to the line of scrimmage at best. Might have even lost a yard there.
He was taken down
With how fast they were all over that play, you almost wonder, Mike, was there a pre-snap tell? Did they know that play was coming? Because I'll tell you, that defense was on it from the start.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. In motion comes Andrews. 2nd down, Jackson. There's a short one caught by Andrews. And nice work after the catch. He stopped a little short of the first down marker, but it is a pickup of 9.
Brings up 3rd.
Not every pass has to be thrown downfield. You can rely on the run after catch, especially a big body like this tight end. Get the ball in his hands early and let him pick up the rest after the catch.
Trying to pick this one up on the ground. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38, move those chains. First down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And with this field position, Mike, I think you're looking at this like it's 4-down territory. So I think they're able to get it there on 3rd down. But even if he didn't, I think that 3rd down call was all about setting up. If we needed to, we'll go for it on 4th.
His throw right is taken in by Fox. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9.
Brings up 2nd and a yard at the 29-yard line.
From the 29, here's 2nd down and a yard. Now Jackson. They go sideline, and he stays in bounds. Got the feet down in time. It's a first down. That's 17 yards, and that's a first down.
It's like a textbook, methodical, efficient NFL drive. 4 for 4 throwing the ball, mixing in some run. You're just marching the ball downfield at your will, and they get a fresh set of downs now to see if they can convert this nice drive into some points.
Right back to Andrews. He's got another one. And that keeps him ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards.
I think the rest of those receivers in the huddle have all come to the realization that they might not be getting a target anytime soon. And frankly, I don't blame them. I mean, they're riding the hot hand, and rightfully so. Until this defense proves that they can stop him in the passing game, I expect the quarterback.
And he's in. DeAndre Lambert-Smith. Touchdown, Baltimore.
The kicker
Point after
on
now
for the extra
from
point.
Tucker. The kick is good, and the Ravens will tie things up. We are all even at 14. We are all square, 14 apiece the score as this one's away. This returnable from the 4. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. They'll work in a tie game here in the second quarter and get started with 1st and 10. A carry here for Brown. And he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 4.
K.J. Henry on the tackle. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here is 2nd down and 5. Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
2 minutes to play here in what's been an even first half. We'll come back to Baltimore after this. Now a 3rd and 2. They'll look to throw. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
It's 4th down.
Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland. Could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. On 1st and 10, Jackson.
Jackson's pass intended for
Solid rep there for this corner, Mike. I mean, to stay disciplined with his technique throughout the entire play. So often we see when the ball's put in the air, the defender can panic and they either get a pass interference or they misplay the ball. This time he times it perfectly and forces the incompletion.
Jackson now on 2nd down. Now he'll run it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete.
intended for number 27.
And on that 3rd down, they thought an easy way to pick it up and get some positive yards would go to their quick game, but it didn't seem like the receiver and the quarterback were on the same page, and now brings up 4th down.
On comes the punter now, as he's on to punt for Baltimore. Fair catch called, and he's going to take it out beyond the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and their running back getting ready to go back to work. Here, a short one to Taysom Hill. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They get the stoppage with just over 50 seconds to play in this first half.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back due to a flag.
That's over the middle, taken in by Cooper. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their second, as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number one.
Doing a nice job there to move the chains early in this drive, but now as they approach midfield, continue to keep your foot on the gas. Don't get conservative. Don't start sitting on the ball. Cross midfield and go. Anytime you find yourself on your opponent's side of the field, you have to be thinking points.
They'll set up the screen to Brown. The Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 50-yard line.
Second down and 3. Back to the air one more time. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, and it'll fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
He's got to do a better job using his eyes, Mike, and he's just not manipulating the defense at all by looking off the defenders. And at this level of ball, if you just continue to stare down your primary read, you're going to lead the defenders right to the ball, and he's lucky this one just fell incomplete.
He's got the hook up there to Cooper. And it looks like he's going to have a first down. Nothing fancy there. Short completion, but it yields a fresh set of downs.
It's a gain of 3.
You could see that he was trying to find something downfield, trying to take a shot there on 3rd and short, but really nice job understanding there was nothing downfield, no need to force it. Get the ball underneath, get a fresh set of downs, and start over. I think he knew in the back of his head, Mike, he had to get rid of this ball a little sooner than he would have liked. And with that pressure getting there in a hurry, it just ends up being a wasted down.
They'll look to throw again. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
And even though they'll say he had a man in the vicinity of the throws, clearly not intended to be caught. Really smart play. Don't risk a turnover here. Live for the next snap.
On 3rd down, they'll set up to throw. That's deep for the back of the end zone. That's going to be intercepted in the end zone. And nothing will come of this last-ditch attempt at some points. Time runs out in this first half.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Scott Hansen back with you in the studios in Orlando. We've got a close one, as we expected. No quarter given on either side. We are all tied up at the break. This one could go either way, so let's find out as they're ready for the 3rd quarter kickoff. Send it back out to the stadium and our commentary team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Back here on EA Sports as we count down to kickoff of this second half. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. This will be returned from the 6. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
22-yard line.
The Ravens offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one, everything we could have hoped for to this point. All even at 14. They'll start this drive with first down. They'll start out on the ground with Henry. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's second down.
25-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up second and 7.
Jackson gonna keep it himself. Oh, big hole left side. And they won't catch him. He'll go all the way. 74 yards. Touchdown, Baltimore. Right, shades of college football, old school offense there. They run option, and they pick the right option. The quarterback keeps it for the touchdown.
And the key to defending an option play, Mike, is that every defender executes their specific job. In this case, the defender who was responsible for the quarterback, he completely loses sight of him, and it was all the space the quarterback needed to take it to the house.
The extra point is good. And the Ravens have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead. Out there is Tucker, and he'll kick this one away after the touchdown was scored. He fields it at the 8. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over. The Browns offense ready for their first possession of this second half. They're searching here for the tie score, down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. There's that man again. Another catch. He's close to a first down. It's a gain of 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Second and 1 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second and a yard. They'll get creative here on the jet sweep. And he will have the first down. Not a huge run, but enough to move the chains.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
Here's Brown. And he works past the 40, taken down after a gain of 7.
Taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up second and 2.
From the 43, here's second and a couple. They'll run here with Brown. Ooh, some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by that linebacker timing his blitz. He didn't give any indication to the offense that he was coming, and he's able to get through that hole and take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Third down and 3. Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That's over the middle and taken in. He's got it. Second time they've connected on the drive, and this one goes for 17 yards.
First down. It's a gain of
There's a reason certain guys, Mike, just always seem to be open. It's really because route running is more art than it is science. How do you manipulate the defense to find open spots or win versus man to create separation and earn the trust of your quarterback?
On the ground, it's Brown. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Nice chunk here in this good-looking drive. Pickup of 14 and a first down.
The best running backs, Mike, they have a really good balance between executing the play that's designed, but then every so often they just have to trust their instincts, and sometimes that's the best plays. That's where the big home run shots come from, and when you have a talented back, you want to give them that freedom.
And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and.
Now it's second and 1. Out of the gun, here's a run of the gun. And he'll have enough to move the chains. He'll take this forward for about 3 yards.
A gain of 3 yards. And the Browns first down. A gain of 3 on the play. And the Browns first down.
Line of scrimmage is the 15. It's first and 10. He'll look to throw. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the first down.
First down. First and goal at the 1-yard line.
Even though defensively you haven't been able to get off the field, this is where you got to dig your heels in. This is where you got to make a stand. Okay, so you've given up a long drive. Force a field goal. Field goals and takeaways. That's red zone defense, and if they can come away with 3 here, I think they'd feel pretty good about it.
No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
Their ground game ends up failing at the exact moment, Mike, where they're needed the most. 1 yard to the goal line, that's prime opportunity. Finish the drive, take the lead, but instead, they go backwards.
Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught in the middle of the end zone. Touchdown, Browns.
And once they let the quarterback out of the pocket, it just became too many options at their disposal. You got to keep him in the pocket and limit the run option. Once he's out there on the perimeter, Mike, his ability to either throw it or take it in himself, it just puts so much pressure on these coverage defenders and results in an easy touchdown.
Now Hopkins on to add the extra point. He's got it. And the Browns will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown, and time for the kickoff. From the 6, here comes a return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. So here's the Baltimore offense getting set for their next drive. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's first and 10. begin here on the ground. Not much happening there, just a short gain.
He was tackled at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, it's Henry. Whoa. And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line.
That's good.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for a Raven first down.
10 at the 39-yard line.
This is a clear example of a running back who really trusts his speed. He understands if he just holds his line towards the sideline, he's going to outrun most of the defenders on the field. That's exactly what he does. Picks up the first down before being forced out of bounds.
Pass caught left side by Likely.
Johnson's pass complete to number 80. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd down and 4. In the shotgun, here's Jackson. That one just too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
85, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Here's a 3rd down and 4. From the gun, here's a handoff.
He was brought down by Jared Verse. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Punt team out, ready to send this one away. And not the greatest of results here. This is going to hit the field of play and continue out of bounds. The Browns offense and their big play wideout getting set for their next possession. And he was unguardable in the first half. You see the numbers as they try to add to those here in the 3rd quarter. They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. His drive will start on the ground, and he'll bring this across the 30-yard line. It's a pickup to 4.
At the 32-yard line. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. He'll drop to throw. That one down the field, but they cannot connect, and it's incomplete.
And at this stage of the game, it's both teams that are really seeing who can make the big play to swing the game in their favor, and this time it's the defense. He's able to get his hands on it. Mike, I think they're lucky he wasn't able to get both hands on it because it could have been even a bigger play.
Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That is incomplete, but there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Still 3rd down.
They'll run the sneak, and he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1st down. A gain of 1 yard. 1st down, Browns.
So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now this time, he'll set up to throw. And he won't get away. Good open tackle there to get him down behind the line.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 37-yard line.
Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. to throw. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there, separating the man from the ball, and it'll bring up third down.
And the 11.
Defensively, that's just a missed opportunity, Mike. Anytime you have two defenders in the area and neither one of them is able to make a play on the ball, yes, I know that the ball felt incomplete, but, man, you got to get your hands on that ball and take advantage.
This one just too far for the receiver, out in front of him. That one falls incomplete.
He may have trusted his arm strength a little bit too much on that throw. Two defenders in the area. Work to your check down. Work to an open receiver. I think in this case, he forces that ball, and ultimately, he's lucky he got away with it.
That's fielded at about the 18. Oh, that could have broken for a bigger return, but as it is, nice job getting his offense a start out past the 30-yard line. The Ravens offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And this defense has got to be at its wits' end trying to come up with a way to keep him contained. He's had so many opportunities to tuck it and go, and he's turned a number of those into big plays. A give right up the middle to Henry. And he'll get two on this one before being taken down.
At the 36-yard line. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Off the play fake. Jackson. That's caught by Smith on the right side. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Markham at the 48-yard line. Just his first catch. They have held him in check so far, but that one gives him a first down.
And I think it's really been to all of our surprise. We haven't really had to say his name very much so far, and I think you can give the defense all the credit for that. There's his first catch of the game, and it comes here in the third quarter.
They'll come up here, 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. A throw, left side, caught by Andrews. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
On the pickup brings up 2nd and 2 at the 39-yard line.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 2. A handoff as they try to run it here. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's a give up the middle. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. First down, Baltimore.
22-yard line.
Nice combination of vision, patience, and speed by the running back here. The vision to see the hole, the patience to let the blocks unfold, and then the speed to hit it and pick up a nice gain.
Crazy! And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this third quarter of play. So, both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the third quarter. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second and a yard. Fourth quarter underway, and here's Henry. And he's taken down, but they are in business. This sets up first and goal.
Baltimore, first down. First down and 10 yards to go.
I swear I'm leaving the city if y'all don't score.
They'll send a tight end in motion. Now a run on first down. And a nice run. It's down to the 5-yard line.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5.
They'll send Flowers in motion. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. He is belted in the backfield. What a shot he took. It's going to be a loss of yardage. What a play.
This defense doing a great job here facing this goal-to-go situation, especially on that last play. 2 stops down, and now the pressure really ramps up for this offense as they face 3rd and goal.
Slot man going to move in motion left. On 3rd down, Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Jackson's pass.
Just a couple plays ago, Mike, it felt like a touchdown was kind of inevitable. They were doing everything they wanted as they marched the length of the field, and then as they got down here close to the red zone and that field condenses, they started getting sloppy in their execution. Now, what do they do on 4th down? Do they try to keep their offense out there and extend the drive, or do they settle for 3?
And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they pick it up. This one taken at the 7. They get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Throwing right. It's taken in. He's close to a first down to gain a 9. Nice pitch and catch on first down.
Brings up second and 1 at the 31-yard line.
From the 31, here comes a 2nd and a yard. Now Brown. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
And they've really done a nice job defensively holding them in check. I mean, ideally, you'd want your back to average around 4 yards a pop, but they're falling short of that threshold as of now, and partially it's why they find themselves trailing at this stage in the game.
Now, on 3rd and 2, they'll try and throw for it.
Intended for Taysom Hill. Incomplete. It's now 4th down.
Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. They'll be forced to punt, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This brought in out past the 20. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. The Ravens offense getting set to get back to work. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. Jackson. Aguilar able to make the catch. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 37-yard line.
So, from the 37, here's 2nd and 4. Here's Henry. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1.
You know at this point, the defense has to sell out and stop the run. You know exactly what the offense is trying to get accomplished by keeping the ball on the ground. But now the question remains, are they willing to take some risk here and put the ball in the air on 3rd down? Or do they play it safe and keep running the clock by keeping the ball on the ground?
He'll look middle, and he's got his man complete. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
At the 44-yard line.
And at this stage of the game, every first down gets them one step closer to being able to finish this one out. This defense has to find a way to get off the field. They have to get the ball back to their offense to give them a chance.
We'll give it going left. There's Henry. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
He's taken down at the 50-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. It's a zone read, and Jackson's going to keep it. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's no gain on the play.
A lot of defense's strategy of defending the zone read, Mike, is we want that quarterback to pull the ball. It's one of their few chances throughout the course of the game where they can get their hits on them. And in this case, they're able to hold them to no gain.
3rd and short, Jackson. He's got his tight end. That's Andrews. He's going to have the first down. So they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9.
1st and 10 at the 40.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Play action now. Jackson. He'll find Aguilar. Complete. And that's going to be a first down. A pickup of 9.
9 yards. That's another Baltimore first down. 1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On the give, here's Henry. Able to make one man miss, but that's all. They get him. Take him down behind the line.
Really nice job here defensively, not only to get the penetration and to clog those run lanes, but they're able to take them down behind the line of scrimmage for a loss.
So after the loss on 1st, here's 2nd and 14. They'll send Flowers in motion. 2nd down, Jackson. He'll get this over the middle to Smith. And they're going to be set up right around the 10-yard line. That is a gain of 20. What a chance now. 1st and goal coming up.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
1st and goal, and it's Henry. Nothing there. He is fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's 2nd and goal.
These edge rushers, they are judged by their sack totals, Mike. They love to rush the passer. But they have responsibilities in the run game as well. Great job here, keeping it to no gain.
Putting one of their tight ends in motion left. They'll turn and hand this one off. And the defense stiffening here. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, that's all. 3rd and goal coming up.
A gain of 1 yard on the play. It's now 3rd and goal.
To throw is Jackson. And he does a nice job to avoid the initial wave. They're going to get him down behind the line.
Up until this point, this pass rush has been pretty non-existent, so a pretty good time in the game to get their first sack. They're trying to get off the field and give the ball back to their offense and see if they can pull off this comeback.
That's garbage.
So, a big one coming for their veteran kicker. This to stretch the lead to more than a field goal. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. So it is still a one-score game, but a little more breathing room now. So Tucker is back out after making the field goal. He'll kick this one away. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Browns offense makes their way back out to the field for their next possession. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Right away, they'll set up to throw. This throw left is complete with Judy. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 30-yard line.
Now, 2nd and 4. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Going deep downfield for Judy. And that one's incomplete, but a late flag comes in. Looked like he might have gotten there early. Plenty of time, all 3 timeouts left. It's 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. They'll set up the screen to Brown. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the Ravens' 33-yard line.
Here comes 2nd down. He'll look to throw. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. The Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
And inches.
This crowd, they're trying to force a false start. What noise before 3rd and inches. Brown. And he's not going to get the first down. They met him, brought him down in the backfield on 3rd and short.
This is one of those down and distances where the offense really could either run or pass, but give credit to the defense. They sold out to stop the run, and boy, were they right. They take them down for a loss.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's 4th down. That's hot. wind up getting 13 yards on that fourth down conversion.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
In the red zone now, he'll drop to throw.
Rams pass complete to number 80. It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the Ravens' 10-yard line.
Second and 5. Now here's a keeper on the zone read. Nothing doing there. He'll go down behind the line. Browns going to use the last of their timeouts now. And it comes with 36 seconds remaining in this fourth quarter. What about this crowd getting even louder before third and 10? Now they'll set up to throw. And that could be the dagger. It's intercepted. Into space. Inside the 40. And he's going to bring this one back the distance. Touchdown, Ravens. Late in the game, a big turnover goes back the other way. A back-breaking score.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, Mike, you're just trying to make something happen. You find yourself trailing, less than 2 minutes remain. You're just taking some chances. In this case, the chances backfire, and the other team's able to capitalize and take it all the way back for 6.
And now, after the pick six, out comes the offense to try to really rub this in. 2-point conversion. They'll let Henry try to run for it. And he will get into the end zone and bump the lead up by 2 more.
Ravens 35, Browns 21.
Pretty evident that they felt the weakness of this rush defense was on the perimeter. A simple toss play gets the back out there so fast. They secure the edge, and it just becomes a foot race, and he walks in for an easy 2 points.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. A return now from the 4. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Browns offense and their quarterback headed out for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. They'll come up for first and 10. Right back to the air following that pick six. A wide open receiver downfield. This one is caught. And he's going to be running out of bounds, but not until he gets down to the 40-yard line. It's another big play in a game that's had its share. It's a gain of 34. Here's first down. He'll drop to throw. That is incomplete, so the task gets more difficult Time for maybe 2 plays. That's it.
At the 40-yard line.
And remember, he threw that pick 6 on the previous drive, so don't think that's still not in the back of his head. He's certainly not going to risk giving the ball away again, and good decision there to just throw it away.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. That'll be incomplete. And now we are down to likely just one more play.
At this stage of the game, Mike, you have to find that balance defensively between playing prevent and making sure that ball does not get thrown over my head. But how often do we see defenses just give so much space, so much green grass, that the offense finds a way to move down the field quickly regardless? So just continue to mix up coverages, but do not let them throw the ball over your head.
Offensive line did their part, but the rush finally gets home and brings them down. So it's a win here for the Ravens. This was a game where both offenses were up and down the field, marching the ball at will, matching each other point for point. But in the end, got a few more defensive stops than their opponents did. And that was the difference in this one. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on X at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious as we say so long from Baltimore.